Joseph Parker's behavior actually doesn't surprise me. Let's talk.
Push the weight and now flex. Alive is more than the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. How y'all doing? Well, all of this talk about Joseph Parker, the COVID situation, everyone's asking questions now. He's in Fury's camp. They were training at a UFC facility or something to that effect, and it's just funny how a majority of the people that came down with COVID. Well, first of all, when the COVID conversation came up, which was odd in itself, first we heard that. What I heard a masseuse had it and a chef had it. Then that wasn't the case. Then John Fury says his son Tyson called him up and said, I got it from a sparring partner. It wasn't Jared Anderson. It wasn't F.A. Jagba. Who else was there? We don't know. But I found it strange that everyone that did come down with it, there's not an accurate number of the amount of people that came down with COVID in his camp, but it seemed that all the people that contracted COVID were from the UK. But it got better. They went home. Tyson Fury has property in Las Vegas. There was no need for him to go home. But better question. Well, he said America is his new home, but never mind that. Better question. How did they get there? We know they flew, but how were they allowed to leave and land in the UK? Don't they have to have a negative test? Here's my point with this. Parker's not American. He was training there. I don't know if they fumigated the UFC gym. I don't know if they just running off and started testing people and saying, yo, look, you was in contact with this team here and they have COVID, so you might want to get checked out. I don't know if that happened, but what I do know is that Joseph Parker remained here, was hanging out, no mask on, attends a UFC event last night. Several pictures and videos on his Instagram in which he's since deleted. Funny, right? Now, I did hear people saying, yo, look, Parker's a good guy. He just got caught up in Fury's nonsense. I read some people say that, Parker's just a victim, basically saying he's a victim of circumstance. Do you know that for sure? Well, I may have mentioned this in the past, or maybe I read this in the past and ignored it. But now when he's doing this just jumped in my head. I said, you know what? This was barely spoken about, but now I'm gonna bring it to the forefront now. Because now I don't believe that Joseph Parker is just a victim of circumstances. These people rub elbows with people they can identify with. Lawyers hang with lawyers. Doctors hang with doctors. You don't catch a doctor that's a multimillionaire hanging out with people working at the fast food joint. It don't make sense. So, Joseph Parker. Let us read. So here we have Joseph Parker. Boxer Joseph Parker helped shift cash for drugs, but was never charged by police. This was back in March of 2021. Former heavyweight boxing champion Joseph Parker allegedly exchanged money used to buy drugs for a syndicate that sent approximately 20 kilograms of meth through the post. Police had a warrant to search property belonging to him, but never executed it. And he was never charged. The reasons behind those decisions remain a mystery until now. Edward Gay reports, as a regular international traveler with large amounts of cash, Parker was the perfect person to handle money transfers for global drugs, for a global drug ring. The Crown claimed as a part of a high court trial. The South Auckland native is alleged to have helped finance an international drug operation, bought Class A drugs from one of its members and offered to put a dealer in touch with a new contact. Whoa. Trust me, it's the best stuff out. Parker, who denies all the allegations, is alleged to have told the dealer in one message. But despite the Crown's claims, police failed to execute a search warrant on the fighter, and he exercised his right to silence when he declined to be interviewed by the police. Oh my Lord. The Crown's claims about Parker were made during the April 2019 High Court trial. I'm not even going to begin to say these names. They got all these names here. He's obviously, I believe he's Tongan. And I'm reading these names, who were eventually jailed for their roles in the methamphetamine operation. So these guys got locked up. Police sought to have an interview with Parker during their investigation, but his lawyer, Michael Heron, his lawyer is named Michael Heron. Wait a minute. You can't make that up. His lawyer, Michael Heron, QC, told police the sports star would not take part. 8 days later, a detective phoned Heron to say the boxer would not be charged. The reasons for that decision have never been made public. All right, let me stop right there. First of all, his lawyer's name is Heron. All right, listen, man. You want to see the guys he was rolling with? Listen, man. Look at these dudes. You don't want to mess with these guys. Look at dude in the middle. He look like he benching 5 off his chest easy. He's tatted up. Look at this. These guys are the real deal, man. You don't mess with these guys. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. That's serious right there. Joseph Parker's behavior does not surprise me. He's rubbing elbows with Tyson Fury, who rubs elbows with criminals. He's not innocent in this. You know what he did? He messed up. You know, that whole camp with Tyson Fury, you know what the problem is? Nobody got into a huddle and said, look, this is what it is. We're not going into this fight, and this is the plan. And if you got to put some love in people's bank account or cash in their hand to shut them up, if that's what you really feel you need to do, then do it. But I don't, and this is just me thinking, I don't think that they felt, number one, it was that serious. Or number two, maybe the people on the American side wouldn't go for it, with the exception of Sugar Hill, because I believe Sugar Hill knows exactly what's going on. That's my firm belief. And like I said to you before, Sugar, I hope you understand the term what? In concert. There's only so much this guy's going to get away with. He was ordered either fight or retire. He had COVID, so he says. But he went back to his birth country. How did he do that? With a positive COVID test. How did he do that? Now, if he's going over there to pump some drugs into his system and then try and cycle off and then come back, because you can cycle off of a drug and it won't show up in the drug test, right? It won't show up in the drug test, but the effects will still be there. It's not going to help you. A lot of people firmly believe that Tyson Fury is just going to retire and dump the belt. And I heard something else a little while ago, but I'll leave that to the brother Tate Jones. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Tate Jones. I just keep getting this information. I'll let him tell you. People spent thousands of dollars to come watch this fight, whether you're a Wilder supporter or a Fury fan. You was going to the event. We had to take days off of work. We were looking forward to this. We had to spend plane tickets. Plane tickets, we can't get that money back. The tickets that we bought for the event, they're holding that hostage. People lost money on rooms. I know I lost money. I was talking to this one person, between him and his wife, $8,000 up in the air. Can't get the tickets back because they're saying, yo, look, it's not canceled, it's postponed. You see the headache that you're putting your fans through, Tyson Fury? The people that support you. And I could say you. I'm not saying Deontay. Deontay's done nothing. This is his fifth camp. He's ready to rock and roll. What are you doing? Taking body shots from a midget and doing interviews after you said you was going dark. Doing interviews, and now you're popping back up. Yeah, I got COVID. Okay, well, go home to your house in Vegas and chill. No, you're going to the UK? How did you even do that? Tyson, how'd you do that? But every time I turn around, that's what I'm saying. I love it when this guy talks. His team are not on the same page. Joseph Parker shows up to a UFC event. Imagine holding a ticket and saying, hey, this is a great event. Hey, Joseph Parker. And then you find out that the people he was around allegedly tested positive for COVID. And now he was sitting around you with no mask on, breathing the same air, shaking hands. I'm sure he took pictures with people. Listen, y'all go ahead and play with class action lawsuits if you want. Sugar Hill, remember when I said in concert, this is a ish show. And you're going to have to deal with it. I'm telling you, it's going to roll on you too. Joseph Parker, this behavior doesn't surprise me. He's not new hanging around people that are fugazi. So to the person that tried to tell me that Joseph Parker is just an innocent bystander in this, I respectfully disagree. Because apparently he's no stranger to rubbing elbows with criminals. Okay? So that's my 10 cents. I'll see y'all soon.